All right, start. This is Alvin.
And this is Parapants.
We just watched Handa-kun Episodes 3 and 4. Pretty funny show.
Damn, this is a great show. I am brilliant for picking this show.
It's pretty good. It's a nice, lighthearted romp. Do you want to say anything? I know we always have discussions about my need to go through every point systematically.
No, this is what three segments?
Three segments per cartoon, 2 episodes. I'm amazed that they put 3 sections in. That's a lot.
They seem to pack in a lot. Granted, the joke is pretty one note, but
Yeah.
it's still pretty entertaining.
It's like 3 jokes that they stretch out to segments.
Yeah, and so far the joke in every segment is Handa-kun is completely shut off from the rest of his classmates. He lives in his own world because he thinks everyone hates him, and he does the most mundane thing, and somehow the people around him interpret it as like the most brilliant thing ever. And he gets this reputation of being a brilliant, wonderful student when he hasn't really done anything at all. And he's completely oblivious to this.
Yeah. All right, first one, Handa-kun and the Truant, is where we meet Sui Sui Akane, who it says Sui Sui. I don't know. It might be a different name, but like some boy who he left school a girly boy and bulked up over 6 months.
Yeah. Not only that, he grew about a couple of feet too within 6 months.
Yeah. But yeah, Handa-kun goes over to like his place, and of course his intentions are misinterpreted, and this guy falls in love with him and pledges his devotion to him. This guy being Tsutsu. Yeah, I don't know, not much to say about that.
He's one of the he makes up one of the
Honda
four
Force?
of the Honda Force.
I guess it was in the other episode where like all the guys like the girls were like when he was like a scrawny like little girly boy, the girls would be like, "Stop seducing my boyfriend." I'm like, "Whoa, okay." And like in the end, these boys are like, "Hey, that girly kid's back. Let's go check him out." He's all burly and bada, and they're just heartbroken. That was okay. Next segment was the cooking show where we meet Kondo Yukio, the only person who realizes that, or who isn't in love with Handa-kun.
Well, I think he's also one of the Honda Otaku task force, but he just pretty much got
He's not.
pulled along.
He always gets pulled into it.
He gets pulled into it because he's I guess his stereotype is the normal kid, and I think that's a common theme, I guess, in anime, because they keep pointing out the normal one, the boring one, the kid that has nothing special going on.
But he's boring and he's in on the joke. So a lot of the times the boring ones are just, boring.
No, he's not in on the joke. He doesn't get why
No.
everyone is so enamored with him.
Well, he's not under the spell, is what I should say.
He's not. Handa-kun is still a mystery to him as well, but he doesn't understand how people make these leaps and logic that Handa-kun can pull off all these amazing things.
Yeah, but because he's so normal and easygoing, I guess he doesn't raise a stink, I guess. But
you know what? Imagine if there was a character like that in Sakamoto Desuka, who like that was the one character is like, I don't understand what people see in this person.
No. Yeah, I don't know if it could have worked. I mean, Sakamoto was more fun and just kind of like it was just more inspirational. Like, they didn't need someone who's like, fuck Sakamoto. Even if they were like, fuck Sakamoto, Sakamoto would just do something incredible until they finally came around.
No, I mean like a character who's just seeing something completely different from what everyone else is seeing, including the viewer.
I think that I don't know. That town reminds me of like just like people who are depressed and then they take SSRIs and then they just find the good things, and like that guy would just be the guy who's just depressed. I don't know if I'd want to see that. But all right, point taken. Anything else on that?
No.
Next we meet his friend. Do you remember what his friend's name is? The blonde guy? I don't remember his name.
Fukawaji? Oh gosh.
Yeah, apparently they're friends. Honda's like, this is my only friend, but since I'm so hated, which I feel like they started with him with this attitude of just like I just don't want to be bothered.
I kept saying that guy's name over and over again, and I flippin' forgot it.
Oh, it'll come to you. But now it's like it's not just he doesn't want to be bothered. He considers himself hated, and it's a little bit of a stretch because everybody just goes. I mean, they're right in front of him, telling each other how great he is. And I know he's got his Honda wall and he's not listening, but it's a little weird that he thinks he's so hated when.
But no, well, Honda is socially like impaired.
Yeah, well, no, that girl from Watamote was socially impaired. You saw her bug the fuck out.
Well, yeah, but I think Handa-kun is the same way. Like, okay, they don't really go into this, but it is implied in Barakamon and a little bit here that he's kind of a sheltered kid. Um, because, he's the son, he's the only child of this famous calligrapher. And so he's grown up with a lot of privilege, but he's also very isolated from just regular people. So
But I don't see that in this cartoon. I don't see the dad, and I don't see any isolation.
no, 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 you don't see it. Like I said, it's implied in Barackman that he just didn't have like a lot of friends, and you can see by the way he just distanced himself from everyone. He isolates himself. Like in Barackman, it took a lot for those people, the villagers, to kind of loosen him up and get him out, and because he was just so hyper focused on calligraphy that he couldn't really pay attention to anyone else in front of him. And there are people like that, so I can get it.
I think what they did was they actually took that backstory and made a joke out of it. Like, this isn't supposed to be his real childhood. It's just like kind of like, hey, yeah, he was he the joke
But it
is that he was hated,
works.
but he's not hated. He's not, that's what makes it funny, I think. But I don't think this is supposed to be a textbook documentation of
Oh
of
my
what
God,
made
you're
him
saying
into
this isn't
Barackama.
canon? This
No,
is
I don't think it's
Barackman
No,
canon?
I don't think this is
Wait,
canon.
wait, wait, hold on. If it's made by the same author, it is canon.
Arthur?
Yeah,
No,
Arthur.
it
It
just
said
strikes
Arthur.
me as them just like, hey, let's make something fun out of like this
Who's
character.
they? Like,
The
if,
people that make it.
well, if the same people also made Barackman, then it's freaking canon.
Whatever,
Deal with it.
whatever. I don't. You know what? But I can tell by how mad you are that I'm right.
No, you're not right. You're making like
I'm getting more right by the second.
assumption.
All right, that was episode. So like, okay, his friend pranks him and says, "Oh, this girl that likes you actually hates you," and that's the day that Honda is like, "Girls are scary, and I don't want to deal with them." And I don't know. I do like that he tried to take it back, but it was like, oh, he wouldn't listen to me. But
Well, he also knows that everyone loves Honda, but he won't. He won't even tell his friend that you're wrong. People don't hate you. They actually really, really love you. Knowing, I have a feeling that if Honda knew the truth that everyone liked him, he'd screw it up some way.
yeah, because that's a joke.
Yeah. I guess.
All right, episode 4, we get meet the fake Honda, this guy with the fucked up teeth.
Yeah, with a busted grill. Yeah.
I do like that, like, instead of quitting, like, he's, after speaking to Honda, or not speaking to Honda, but having his work criticized by Honda, he decides to be an even better copy of Honda. I thought that was funny. Instead of just having him be his own person, which I guess is what the normal ending would have been. After that, we had the girlfriend one where they think he has a girlfriend, but it's really his hot mom. And this chick was like, "Oh, I'm gonna commit suicide," and they had this weird musical interlude that
Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
But yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, I can't say that I like her character. I'm not happy when she's around. I guess I'm just not into that kind of humor. But
I like character. I like characters like that. I like crazy female characters.
I do too, but not. I guess I don't know. And last one, sociability, where his task is to talk to a classmate, and he fucks it up a few times, and then gets it right with the normal kid, who's just like, "Yeah, Japan is nice," and he's like, "All right," and then his mom's like, "Who cares?" And I guess instead of a wait, did you want to say something?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
I was gonna say like his dad is not at dinner, but there's like a doll at the dinner table. I guess that's supposed to be his dad. I don't know, or like not really his dad, but representing his dad.
See, I think that's a clue right there. It turns out this his mother was totally disinterested in his. He was so excited that he had a normal conversation with someone, and his mother, like, she's like, whatever. She couldn't really care less, and See, and I think that shows you right there that he's a very lonely person.
I think I think you're putting I think you're assembling the pieces the wrong way.
No, I'm not.
Well, look, that will be your interpretation of the cartoon. That's fine.
You mean the right interpretation? Sure.
My interpretation will be
the wrong one. Okay.
You
have the freedom to be wrong.
Look, pretend they made a cartoon about Hitler in high school.
Oh my God, here we go. Got
No, check
already.
it out. But instead of making it his real childhood, they make a character in a situation that refers to the future Hitler, and it's like, oh, he's always like this, and he's always. But the joke is Hitler in high school.
No.
But it's not what Hitler in high school was really about.
You don't make a joke out of Hitler.
Sure you do, all the time.
Oh my God.
You get my point, though.
Oh Jesus.
And listener,
why'd you have to bring up Hitler?
I will. I'll bring
it. People you could have brought up.
Every episode, I'll bring because everybody knows Hitler. He's famous.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
Jesus
saying,
too.
right?
No. I think
I'm not going to
nitpicking.
stop this recording until you acknowledge that you at least understand what I'm trying to say.
Be going on forever because I think you're nitpicking.
No, I think you're seeing the show in
you're
taking it too literally.
No, I'm reading between the lines.
No, this is not. No, you're not even. No, that's not even.
Well, all I can say is I'm enjoying it more than you are, apparently.
How can you take your literal interpretation
and
then say it's reading between the lines? You're like, no, this really happened. This is what made him
what he is.
It really
happened because this is what the writers, the originators of the series said. We're fleshing out his backstory. This is what he was like. And it happens all the time. Like you have a character and one arc and that character grows on you and you expand their backstory. You say like, oh, I could see when he was in high school he did this. And it becomes the canon because you flesh out more of their life. That's totally normal. I don't know why you get this. You're so affronted by.
What was the style of art that Salvador Dali did? I forgot the name.
Dadaism?
No.
No?
Maybe not. But it's something else. It's not abstract. It's another word.
Cubanist?
No, Cubanist, made out of Cubans.
Cuban. I don't know art, you asshole. Why don't you just look it up?
Because I don't want to interrupt the recording.
Wait, Salvador Dali wasn't part of Dada?
Maybe, I don't know, but there was No, don't do that. Anyway, I think this is that kind of interpretation of his life.
Do you even know what Dada is?
I'm not even going to answer that.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is a good cartoon. Keep watching it, kids. You should also watch Gakko and Muso HXH because
don't watch that. Don't watch that.
All right, I'm out of stuff.
Just watch regular porn. Don't waste your time with that.
Watch that too. Don't let. Oh well. All right. Hey, the word I was looking for was surrealist. There.